Hey y'all, I'm JamesWright and welcome to Wizards News. Today I was going to be doing a video on Community Day with a little bit of information we had, and then suddenly they had to go and burst my bubble by actually dropping information a week and a half ahead of time? Ooh, information. So yes, they had dropped some hints of things about 3 or 4 days ago, and I was planning on doing a video today actually talking about those hints because there are several things you should be doing now to be planning for the Community Day a week and a half from now. But then, as I sat down to actually do the recording, they actually released this, so I stopped the recording and just started it again. So let's actually go over here to the official page. They've dropped a bunch of information on this. This will be on December the 14th. It is a Saturday this time, so yes, for those of you who want Saturday, as I'm sorry for those of you who want Sunday. I know it's split about 50-50, but we're going to be doing it on Saturday this time, and they have released a whole bunch of bits of information on here. Now, reading through this is the official straight up information, but it's not quite as clear and clean. And I want to actually go through some of this and talk about some of the specifics that are going to be happening on this. Number one, this brilliant event will be around foundables, and particularly one single page. We will be looking at Hagrid's hut. So with Hagrid, Norbert, and Buckbeak, those will be the common things we're finding out. Now, the nice thing about those is those are all rather rare foundables. Buckbeak and Norbert, those are a little bit more common, but when you come across Hagrid, that's a really big thing. So being able to see these is a really surprising thing. So this is going to be kind of cool, and everything is focusing on this. Now, the problem with this page is that there are two items that are Fortress foundables. And so a lot of people are thinking they're going to have to be doing Fortress and doing foundables and bouncing back and forth between the two, but they've come up around with a workaround for that. So we're going to be looking at that here in a minute. So this will be focusing on Hagrid's hut page with Hagrid, Baby Norbert, and Buckbeak. Now, they will be releasing two special port keys. They will appear on the map, and they will be 1K port keys, and these will be the answer to getting your Fortress foundables. So when you're trying to get Hagrid's hut or the Braxton winged horse, those will be coming in port keys. So if you see a blue portmanteau on the ground, that will be Hagrid's hut. So if you need 4 more Hagrid's hut, but you don't need any more of the winged Braxtons, then just focus on the blue portmanteaus to get those. And so this way you can get exactly how many you need to complete that page. So you can be getting the blue ones for Hagrid's hut, or you can be getting the white portmanteaus for the Braxton Wing Horse foundable. So you can actually look at which one you're going to be getting. Also, several people were very happy. There will be having the spell energy appearing on the ground. So if you're in an area where there isn't as much spell energy, such as doing the parking lot hop, you'll be able to have the chance to get energy that way. The tonic for trace detection will bring in these specific foundables. So you will be wanting to have at least 6 tonic for trace detections with you. Yes, brew them up now, make sure that you have them. This is a big one. Barufio's Brain Elixirs consumed during this time will grant 3 times Wizarding XP. So normally they grant 2 times Wizarding XP, so this is going to be giving us 50% more. So if you capture a Hagrid, rather than it just being 1,000, it's going to be 1,500. If you capture 2 Hagrids, that's 3,000. That adds up very fast, and it's sounding like you should be able to get 15 to 20 Hagrids during your time, depending upon how often they spawn. So yes, this is a lot of XP that will be possible and on the ground. All of the foundables you get during this time will get you 3 times the normal XP. There will be a whole set of assignments as well, which I think is kind of cool. They'll be mixing in assignments on top of the regular foundables. We'll be touching on those a little bit later. And of course, they will be doing the free bundle, which will have keys and potent stimulo potions. So it should be a fairly good gift. Make sure you pick that up. It will be happening local time, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. I'm assuming they fixed the problem from last time, but in case it does, you might want to have people local to see, hey, does it start an hour earlier? Oops. But I'm assuming they've fixed that, and it will be the local time, 11 to 2 p.m. So just plan on that. So this is the raw data. I want to actually go over to the Wizards Hub page, because on there's a little bit more information. This is all straight up from the horse's mouth. Phases has approved all of this information. So this is what we read earlier, the effects and things that are happening, what you'll be getting: a 1 potent stimulo, 2 silver keys. But then down here we can actually see what the tasks will be. Number one, you'll have to unlock 5 portmanteaus. So make sure you have at least 5 keys. Make sure that you have open slots for portmanteaus. I'm going to clear my entire portmanteau portfolio, making sure that it is completely open for Community Day, because this will be a very easy way to get those Fortress Foundables. But make sure you have the possibility of doing at least 5 portmanteaus. That way you can finish that task. Number 2, you'll be able to return 3 Hagrid Foundables. So I'm assuming saying 3 means you're probably going to be able to do about 15 during the time, but who knows? That's the one big iffy. Is it going to be something you're seeing a lot of red flares from Hagrid's, or is it going to be something you only see, a half dozen or so over the time? We will find out. Number 2, you're going to have to return 5 Buckbeak Foundables. Those should be a little bit more common. 10 Care of Magical Creatures Foundables, which should be easy because, well, the 3 of these and the 5 of those, so you're only going to need 2 more. And then you're going to have to use at least 1 Barufio's Brain Elixir. I'm assuming everyone is going to have 6 of those ready. 6 Barufios, 6 Tonic for Trace Detections, and have your keys all ready for all these port keys. You're going to be getting 3 Spellbooks for those of you who still need the red Spellbooks. That should be pretty nice, as well as 40 gold. Nice little reward. I was hoping that they'd throw in that 1 extra green book here, but oh well. So what can you be doing right now to make sure you're ready? Number 1, make sure you have at least 6 Barufio's Brain Elixirs, 6 Tonic for Trace Detections, and at least 5 keys. You're probably going to want more keys than that. I'm planning on dumping a ton of keys into those 1K portmanteaus to make sure that I fill this out. Now, if you are low on keys, but you still want to prestige the page, go out and do fortresses right now and use your Care of Magical Creatures runestones so that you can be getting as many of those fortress foundables now, so you don't have to open as many portmanteaus. That may help you out in the end. So think about getting that ahead of time. Now, just a heads up for those of you who think you might be able to go from basic to gold during this time, I really don't think that, especially with how common Hagrid's will be. Most people should be able to go up 1 page quality if you really cram. Some people might be able to do 2 pages. So don't expect this to be a total windfall of completing all the pages totally during this time. But if you really do it well, you might get into that 2nd page. But expect most people just do 1 page if we can get that much done. But who knows, they might make Hagrid wildly available, in which case then it is just an XP grind. Yeah, that should be a lot of fun too. Also, you might want to try and make sure that you save your extravagant gifts that you get from people, or potent to stimulo gift, because those give 500 XP. If you open them during that time, then they will give you 1500 XP as opposed to just 500, or normally 1000 you would get if you have the Barufio's Brain Elixir. Yes, Barufio's Brain Elixir does increase the gift XP. It doesn't show you that in the rewards page, but if you go and look at it afterwards, yes, you do get the doubled XP from Barufio's Brain Elixir, and in this case, tripled XP, so that should be kind of fun. You will want to make sure you are brewing a ton of Stimulo potions. Yes, there are going to be a lot of high-level things. So you're going to have Buckbeak, you're going to have Norbert, you're going to have Hagrid, and those take a lot of cast. You use your potions, they're going to go a lot faster, and it's going to make you much happier. You're going to be able to get much more out of the time if you have a lot of potions to throw at them, especially with being able to stack them. Now, it used to be, I would say, you get better luck with the strong ones because they're faster to brew, and you may, but you do get 1 more cast out of a potent, and with a potent, a lot of people are going to be getting close to 100% with Norbert, and really close to 100% with Buckbeak. So you may be better off with the potent, or you may be better off with the strong stimulo, depending upon where you are in your standing. So brew up a ton of stimulos no matter what. I'm probably going to be brewing up about 50-50 potent and strong, because I can get more strong during the time, but potent, I'm going to do as many as I can with the unicorn hair. As to where to play, you want to try and find a place with a high amount of normal spawns. Basically, if you go into an area and you sit down, you don't capture anything, you want to be able to look around and count at least 6 spawns in your viewing area. If you have only 4 or 5, it may not be a high spawning location. And just because there's inns and fortresses around does not make it a high spawning location. I know a lot of great places with lots of inns and lots of fortresses that nothing spawns there. I personally like to go to parking lots. I'm going to be doing a group community day. We're all going to be meeting, going in my van, and we're going to be doing the parking lot hop. So whoever's driving drives to a parking space, stops, plays the game, and then puts the phone down, drives to the next stop, stops, plays the game, and everyone else in the van is just playing, and catching everything they see. And so this is a great way to get a ton of foundables. So like in the parking lots, I usually go to, wherever you stop in that parking lot, you're going to be seeing 8 to 10 spawns constantly. Wherever there's a lot of GPS traffic, those are where you're going to be wanting to go. I would not suggest to stay at inns and use dark detectors unless you have a series of a dozen inns with a ton of spawns. Those are just, you're going to be running out of spawns in there, and you're not going to be able to get that constant flow. Also, I don't know if dark detectors will be bringing in the Hagrid's Hut foundables as much as you would with just the normal wild spawns. If you are going to be going to a parking lot hop, I highly suggest you max out your energy storage ahead of time. I'm probably going to be using somewhere around 500 or so energy during that time slot. Yes, there will be energy on the ground, but I want to just be focusing on returning. I don't want to be focusing on going to inns and collecting energy. Even if there is energy on the ground, yes, that is occasionally helpful, but it's usually not a lot of energy. So be prepared, have enough energy in stock so you can do that. This might mean you just set aside an hour or so and go around and collect energy around town, hit as many inns as you possibly can. Stock up rather than trying to stock up on the day. You're going to be wanting to spend your time returning foundables rather than going to inns and collecting energy. If you have a couple 10K portmanteaus, you may want to hold on to those. Don't put a key in them until the event starts, because that is what triggers the amount of time they have to run. And so what you can do is that they will go from being a 10 kilometer down to being a 5 kilometer. I would suggest to do this only if you have gotten most of the fortress foundables already. Otherwise, if you're going to be focusing on getting those fortress foundables, you're going to be wanting all 8 slots to be running 8 portmanteaus, which is probably what I'm going to be doing because, well, 10K portmanteaus really aren't that hard to run out when you do running. But yeah, everyone's a little different. But if you do already have the Fortress Foundables and you are getting a few 10Ks, you may want to hold on to those 10Ks and use them during this event because it'll only take 5K to open them up. Now, one of the fun things about Community Day is a community. And unfortunately, doing foundable hunting really isn't a great way to bump into other people. If you do go to a mall, you may have that chance, but most people aren't going to be running into that. So this is a great opportunity to get together with your community, especially if you're going to be doing a parking lot hop like we'll be doing in colder weathers where you may not want to be outside in the parks. This is a great opportunity to get the community together. Everyone hop in a van and enjoy the day. Maybe go out to lunch before or after. It is a fun time to spend together. So enjoy the community. So I'd love to hear your tips and tricks. What are you going to be doing? What do you think I missed in here? Is there anything that we should be doing that I didn't say? Also, what are you going to be doing for your community? Do you have anything special or something fun you're going to be doing with your community? I know several communities get together and they actually do like little giveaways for the person who gets the most Hagrids today or something of that nature. So if you're going to be doing something like that, let me know. I am really getting excited about this, and I hope you are too. Oh, before I go, the pins that I sell, they're available on my website. If you can go to wizardsnews.com/shop. These are kind of cool. They're glow in the dark. I ordered 100 of them last time, and they all sold out within the matter of a couple hours. So I ordered another 100. They just came in, and already half of them are sold out. So if you want one of these pins, jump on it right now. I am going to be ordering more. But it's going to take a long time to get those. So if you do want one of these, hop on it now. I'm sorry, I'm getting them as fast as I can. But yeah, I do enjoy the pin. And thank you for those of you who've been supporting the channel by buying these. That really does mean a lot. Thank you for that. So with that being said, I hope you are looking forward to Community Day as much as I am. And until next time, have a magical day. Advent calendar time! Let's see, who do we get last? Last time was Victor Crumb. And so this time we have door number 5, and inside we have, okay, I think this is my favorite so far. This is cool. This is Professor McGonagall. Professor McGonagall. I kind of like the green dress, some good texture in there. The hat is perfect. That is great. I love that. A bit of well-warranted frivolity.